South Africa treating you today? Uh-oh, what are you doing over here? Oh, I see. We had an ad pop up. And so I need to make a little adjustment here. Okay. Hey, Georgina. We are at 25 members. So on Thursday we'll do the drawing for the mug. So that'll be fun, won't it? So in case people are wondering why I sort of turn my head up every once in a while, it's because I have my chat running on my tablet above me. It's got a slight lag, but it worked last night when I did my test out, and it's seems to be doing pretty good. So yeah, on the members live, we'll start the members live by doing the drawing for the mug, and then we will hopefully finish our hot air balloon sun catcher. So today what we're going to do is we're going to check out my order from Randy, and then we're going to look at my gift that she sent me for doing helping her out by she was going through her wedding and the other troubles she's had recently. And so we will look at those, plus a special something she sent me. And then we'll look at the Key Lime Pie Companion Bundle 2. I doubt if we'll get anything made, but you never can tell. I guess it'll depend on if something just screams out at me. So. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes, maybe just chat for a little while, and before we get started, so that we have so other folks have time to get on if they want to. Looks like we have 5 people on right now, so a few, but I don't. That's cool. Take one step at a time, huh? You're not in a hurry, Georgina? Well, that's good. You don't want to be in too big of a hurry. Hurries are a pain in the rear. So, I got the new tripod set up over the weekend, and it seems to be working pretty good. And so then I rearranged and cleaned, and I was saying on the test live last night that I found a whole box of gemstones from Dakota Stones. It's like, oh, wow. So lots of fun stuff in there. Actually, there's a really cool pendant I found in there. I should show you guys, but it's over there in my gemstones, so I haven't pulled it out. So I'll have to do that so that I can show it to you guys. It's pretty neat, but so I did get a really, hey Marianne, I saw that you won. It was you that won something at Sam's the other day, wasn't it? You got one of, I think you got one of the checkout gifts. You need more coffee, huh, Georgina? Well, I'm not a coffee drinker. If I was, I might need more coffee too, but. Hey, Chris. Chris is one of our new members, she was number 25, in fact. Uh, so that's very good. You're excited. Yeah, I was excited when I won my checkout prize too. It was really nice. So, so yeah, Chris was number 25. Um, Kim, I think her last name is Maslinski, was number 24. So that lifted us up to our 25. So we will do our members drawing for our mug on Thursday before we get started working on the hot air balloon. Now, Chris, now that you're a member, you can go back and watch the members' lives from when we started the hot air balloon. This will be week 4 working on it. It's very intricate, but I've had some fun working on it, and I'm sure other folks have as well. Anyway, I hope they have. So, if you're not a member and would like to become a member, it's only $4.99 a month, and you get a members live on Thursday afternoons. You get to you will get to watch the regular recorded videos, generally 24 hours, sometimes less, sometimes more. I put them on where they were like a couple of days that you got them before other people did. And I do every once in a while just a members recording. Hi, PK. So, yeah, we hit our 25 members. Oh, thanks, Marianne. So we're going to turn down in just a moment. We're going to look at the like I said, the things I ordered from Randy, then her free gift to me for helping out with her show for while she was dealing with other things. And then she also sent me a PR package, which she does every once in a while. Well, she's been doing it monthly lately, so that's good. And we'll look at that, and we're going to have to decide what we're going to make with that. And then we'll look at the key lime pie companion bundle too. So let's turn this down, and we'll get started. So we'll flip this right now. Come on, flip, baby. There we go. I have to undo the lever. Oops, she's a little stiff this morning. I did move the upper tripod just a little bit so that I wasn't banging it like I did last night. So that's one of the reasons for test runs, I guess, so you can see what you need to fix. So here is our box from Randy from my order. And my free gift was some gold. You know, I was thinking they were ball spacers, but they're not metal. They're glass. I could tell from the way they're done here. And a couple of those little tiny ponies. The little shell ponies. So that's cool. And then my order was some of these butterflies. I got them in the teal, the brown, and the pink. Thought they were pretty. Actually, I would have got more teal, but they were down to that one when I bought them. Then we got the frogs. I got the gold set, the regular, and then the smaller silver set. I'm probably going to make some earrings for one of my sister, either one of these or the acrylic ones that we got before. And then I got some of these little pave butterflies. I got 2 of those because I wanted those for making some earrings. So those are really pretty. And then I got the 6mm faceted carnelian. I love carnelian, so this is going to have to go into my carnelian box. So, oh, I'm sorry that you've been having problems, Anita. I hope everything is settled down for you. So get our little froggies back in here, as well as all our butterflies. And we'll close this box up. So that was my order. It wasn't a huge order, but they were pretty, what I did get. I have to put that carnelian in my carnelian gemstone box. So then, be right back. You need some more coffee, PK? So this was my gift from Randy for helping her out lately. Some turquoise chips, which from what I can tell, look like they're drilled pretty well in the middle, which is really nice. These are really pretty. Definitely real turquoise. They cost a few cents there. I wasn't expecting this kind of a gift. She has gotten me a gift before when I've helped her out, but it's usually not anything so spectacular as this. And then these are a set of, now she told me that she thought one was missing out of these, but I'm not sure about that, because if we call this the biggest one, and just one for a big one, and then we're graduated, we're graduated perfect. So I don't think so. But I was thinking of taking one. These are so big, you need something, to, unless you're actually planning on sticking them straight together, which I'm not. I'm thinking of taking one of them. I'm not sure which one yet. Maybe not quite the biggest one. And putting it, I have those turquoise discs, and I was thinking I'd put turquoise disc on either side, and then a smaller one and a smaller one until they're more, till it tapers down, and then maybe just putting it on some Coriana chain or something with the tapered turquoise. I thought that would be pretty, but they are, aren't they? There's something else, and turquoise chips in the middle of. I mean, this one has 4 because it's got them all the way around, as does this one. Well, this might be why she thought there's one missing, because there's 4 turquoise chips on this one and only 3 on this one. Though there's 4 on this one as well, and 3 on this one. So very strange. There's 4 on that one. 2, 2, 3. Interesting. So I think they're pretty cool. But have an idea, like I just explained to you, for one of them. I'm definitely not going to pile them all together. There's I don't want to let loose all of them all at once, And our turquoise chips. So those are really, really cool, and I just wasn't expecting something like that. I don't mind taking over for her, so I didn't really expect her to do anything like this, but I'm certainly not gonna throw it in her face that she did give me something wonderful, or I'm not going to complain to her. So now the next thing is she periodically sends me a I guess we call it a PR package. And she wants me to, she asked me to make something with the things she sends me and then put it on my website and on my live here well, on my live and on my Facebook, I should say, not my website. My website's on Etsy and, And so these are the odds and ends things. These are the things she sent me. She sent me these pretty garnet chips. And it's a big strand, too. So let's see. Let's go down the row from how she's got it listed to me. Bronze Tree of Life link pair. That's these guys. There are... Oh, come on. These little packages are nice because they really hold this stuff good, but they're a royal pain to find the ends. Come on. So these are links. So they have the tree on them. Now, I don't know how well you can see the tree. There we go. And so we will probably use these as links in probably, I'm thinking a necklace with them up and maybe chain from there. And well, let's just leave them out because I can show you my thinking on this. The next thing is the 4mm round dyed carnelian bead strand. That's these guys. Then the garnet chips. Now we have large green India glass donut bead pair. That's this guy. Now my thinking is we're just going to use one of these down here, and I'll show you what we're going to just sort of string these all together. After that, we have the antique bronze Tibetan style dragonfly pendant. It's these guys. And I'm thinking what I want to do with these, or with one of them anyway, and with one of the donuts, is to put our dragonfly on top of the donut, like so. And then we'll come up to our Tree of Lives. Probably have to wire wrap or even glue this guy down onto here. And then the last thing we have is the 4mm faceted round green adventuring. So sort of, I'm thinking I'm going to sort of try and make a design with these beads. They'll probably want, well, the chips might make enough of a difference in the bead strands. But this is what I'm leaning towards, is something like this. And then chain the rest of the way, or even maybe leather. So anyway, it's gonna be something like that with our beads all strung together. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Heck, as big as this garnet strand is, we might be even able to do a 2-strand or even a 3-strand. Actually, if I wanted to just go and not separate the beads up, but just to do everything on their own strand with just spacers every once in a while to give it some difference, we could... Actually, I sort of like that idea. Just go up like so. Bring this here, go up, and if I wanted to be, this strand of beads of garnet is so long that I probably could, it's 32-inch strand. I probably could take the 3 to up to here, and then from here around with just the garnet chips. They're not sharp. So if I didn't want to add chain, that is something I could definitely do. Or we could put some bronze chain from here to there. So hi, Cindy. So there's my idea for the necklace. And then, of course, I'll still have a donut and this other dragonfly left. So we'll have to decide what we want to do. And I might get some paint out and add some color to my dragonfly, though with him sitting on the donut, he's not really going to need it. So that's the idea of what I want to do with this bead strand and things from Randy for her PR package for me. All of these things are in her Nature's Awakening collection. So if you see one of these things that you want, then that's where you would go to get them. So in case you were wanting one of these, like I said, this strand of garnets is the garnet chips is 32 inches long. I mean, that's just amazing to me that it's that long. The other strands look to be the normal 15-inch strands. Well, it says the aventurine is 16 inches and the carnelian is 15 inches. So good size strands, and really, I think the necklace, when I get it made, is going to be fun. Sorry for bumping the camera, guys. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, the swelling in your face is going down, Cindy? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I think most of us were a little worried about that when you were telling us about it. So that is my stuff from Thunderhorse Descendant. I think it's all gorgeous. When you said the face seems to be going down, I was like, what? And then I realized, oh yeah, she told us that her face had swollen up and during the night, and I was like, ooh, that's scary. So here's our key lime pie companion bundle 2, and the other items, I only got one other thing from the order, and I got spacers as my free gift. Isn't that cool? It's like she knows me. And then we could order, at this time, they let us order 5, up to 5 little 4mm fasted gemstone strands. So at $1 a piece. So of course I ordered 5 because, hey, you know. So I was actually looking at them earlier thinking, okay, what are they? This one I'm pretty sure is labradorite. It's gray. So let's pull it out so you can see it better. There's a flash. I was going to say I haven't noticed a lot of flash on these, but there's one right there. It's got a pretty good flash on this little guy. But so this one is labradorite. This little one is obviously amethyst. I mean, some pretty purples. So come on, go back in there. Then I have 3 other strands that I'm sort of, what do we got here? I think this one is probably obsidian. When I first thought the black, I thought, ooh, maybe it's spinel, but I don't think so. I think it's either obsidian or maybe black agate even, but it is solid black, so I think it's probably obsidian. So nice black one. Hey, Gloria, welcome in. So these little black ones will be great for going between things if I need a little something else. One thing about black, it goes with everything. So that's strand number 3. Then I'd say, at a guess, I'd say these are brown agate because they're pretty, there's lots of browns in them. So pretty little. Now, I haven't seen Heather on this morning. I know she may be on her way to Bernie's with Amy, because I know that they were going to go to Bernie's this morning and she was going to do a live on her channel from Bernie's. I think this one is probably ocean jasper. I couldn't guarantee that, but I think it probably is with the blacks and whites and gray. But I'll bring it up so you can see it a little better. But so they might be traveling. Phoenix is a big city, and it takes a while to get across it if she had to go across it. I don't know where she is in conjunction with the between her place and Bernie's. So I know when I have gone to visit my parents and I've flown into Mesa, which is where I usually fly into, though they do have the Sky Harbor, and you could fly into there too. It would take me like an hour or so to get over, or longer even sometimes, to get over to my mom's house in Sun City West. So it's a very large city, so that may be where Heather is at. So here we are with our Key Lime Pie Companion Bundle 2. Now, come up. And this is Toggle, Gems, Finding, Gems, Finding, Glass, Crystal, Finding, Crystal. This is going to be glass. Not sure, but it's probably glass. Lampwork, pendant, spacers, pendant. Bead caps, which is going to be our first one, of course. Gems, toggle. I think this is, I'm not sure if this is crystal or gems. We'll see. Anyway, our first thing is, let's get a tray out, is dotted bead caps in bright gold, 20 pieces. So I think these are pretty. Oops. Come back here, you. So I think it's a pretty bead cap. I like it. So that's the first thing. How many of you guys managed to get the companion bundles or even tried? You're off to the surgeon, Cindy? Well, good luck, babe. Hi, Cynthia. So the next thing is Crystal 388 5. These guys. Faceted barrel beads in mint green AB. We've had these in one of the kits. In fact, I used to have one sitting right here, but I think I picked it up when I was cleaning. But these are pretty. So there is our first of our crystals. Yeah, go in there. Next one is the Crystal 3952 8x6 millimeter crystal faceted rondelle beads in jade green. These pretty ones. And actually that's a pretty good color for jade, because I found in my Dakota Stone stuff, I found a strand of jade, and it's about that same color. So jade green crystals. Ding. Next is Crystal 3988. This is a 15-inch strand of 6x4 millimeter faceted crystal rondelle beads in the Spring Garden Mix. Now, I couldn't tell you how much these cost individual because I didn't try and look it up. The bundle was $42 before the 30% discount, though. So that is the Spring Mix. I should say Spring Garden Mix. I may have to go get me some water here in a minute. So let's turn our page here, or flip it over. The next one is, oh, the toggle is next. That's strange. It's a .24 by 13 millimeter brass floral lobster claw clasp in gold. It is a pretty one. It's heavy duty. It doesn't want to open right now. There we go. There, that's fine. But it does have a pretty little flower on it. You can see it. There, that might be better. Come on, focus, babe. There we go. So that's a pretty toggle. Next is finding 2 pieces of 15 by 12 millimeter brass and faceted crystal square charms in gold and peach. Don't these look familiar? Because I bought some myself. There we go. These are like the pendants I bought the other day, because I bought a whole bunch of different ones. And this is the peach. No, if you use more than $2.50 worth of components, you cannot make a $10 pair of earrings. It just doesn't work and have the profit margin you need. So the next thing is 2 pieces of 26 millimeter enameled cat and resin butterfly pendants in light gold, finding 4508. That's these guys. Oh, these are fun. The butterfly is, see, it stands up. It's not flush. And then there's a few little crystals odds and in through there as well. So those are pretty. A little kitty cat. See if we can get it to focus good. Come on, focus. There we are. So the little butterfly sticks up. I think that's pretty cool. So this is the butterfly and cat. 4508. The next one is Finding 4509. That's this one. And it's 2 pieces of 26 by 20 enameled rose bush and resin butterfly flower in light gold and pink. Now, when I saw this one, I just fell in love. I think it's really beautiful. Come on, focus. So I think this one is really, really pretty. Got to decide what I want to do with this one, because it may end up staying with me because I really like it. That's so pretty. So that's 4509. Next is 4534. Gold-plated brass and cubic zirconia flower pendant. That's this guy. This is just one piece, 26 by 21, 18 karat gold plated. He's a pretty guy. So looks darker today on my mat. Yeah, one thing with my old tripod is that in the tripod itself there was a light, whereas this one doesn't. So it's just my normal lights around rather than, well, I have ring lights and regular fluorescent lights, and I may not have them set up quite the same as I used to have them. Do some adjusting here, see if that helps. So, where were we at? Gems 6407, approximately 11 to 30 millimeter new jade serpentine, 13-piece graduated fan pendant. That's you. This is one of those little fans. Come on. You know, I used to work with fans quite a bit, but I haven't in a long time. But this is a pretty little fan piece. Oops, hands in the way. There we go. There is the fan. Next is 6850. That would be these guys. And this is 4 millimeter pre-night light green rounds. Those are pretty, aren't they? I found a lot of pre-night the other day when I was going through my beads too. I have like 4 or 5 different sizes. So always nice to find missing bits and pieces. After that, we have 6861. This is Jim's. It's green Arusha green sunstone, 4 millimeter finely faceted. Interesting. Green sunstone, huh? Well, I see that this one, I would call this one sunstone for sure because it's got the copper in the middle there. Pretty. Anyway, so that is, this one is a gemstone. Thought it was for sure, but I'm not sure about that. I've seen candy jade look that color, but I don't think it is. I think it's glass. But we'll see here in a minute. glass 1407. This is fun. 10 pieces of 10 by 20 millimeter glass bird beads in crystal clear with gold shimmer. Check out our birds. Aren't they cool? So those are fun. There's 10 of these birds. I almost wish they'd been a little bit darker colored though, so you could see them better, but they're pretty. Next we have 4 pieces of 12 by 10 millimeter lampwork glass mushroom beads, tan, green, and white. Check them out, guys. Aren't they cute? No, I've had these in red with a white stem and white dots, but I've never had them with green with the brown stem and the white dots. I think they're really adorable. The birds are beautiful, aren't they, Gloria? So these are such cute little mushrooms. I have to decide how I'm going to use them. But I like them. Go back in there. Bing. Then next we have a 10-gram bag, about 15 pieces of 9 millimeter Czech pressed glass trillium flowers. That's these guys. They're in one of these sealed bags. I'm not going to take them out. You can sort of see them. What they are, they look like. They're just like a 3-petal flower here. So so that is this next one. And the rest of it's on the second page here. The next is 0978. So these are drucks. Alabaster with pebbled lime. Little tiny drucks. These are, it says it's a 5-gram bag, approximately 50. Next is a 17 by 12 millimeter new jade or serpentine carved top drilled leaf pendant. Now I gotta tell you, this baby is tiny. I actually probably would not use this by itself. It's too small. Unless you're just going to put it on just a simple gold chain or something, so that it's you know, it's one of those little tiny everyday wear kind of necklaces. But it is pretty. I just wish it was bigger than that, but that's the way it goes. So that was our first of our 2 pendants. The second pendant here is 34 by 18 millimeter green agate teardrop pendant. So I got to tell you, when I first opened this, I thought it was glass, but it says it's green agate, and I do see some inclusions right here. So, but it's really pretty, and it's very translucent, so you can see through it pretty good. So that's our second pendant, this little beauty. And last but not least, spacers. 50 pieces of 7 millimeter dotted rondelle spacer beads in gold. So there they are. Oh, you have trilliums on your flags? I think trilliums are a really pretty flower. Those little glass ones just don't do them justice, if you ask me. But the way it goes. So that was our Key Lime Pie Companion Bundle number 2. Now, its original price was $42. And then I got the bead strands, which were $5. So I'll total this order with the 5 bead strands and the companion bundle after discount cost me $34.40. So all in all, not bad. Wow, only 45 minutes. We got 15 minutes, guys. What do we want to do? Shall we make something? But if we do, what do we want to make? My dragon. I had him hanging on my tripod, but he decided to fall off. So unless I wire him up there, he's determined to be down here. Isn't he cute? When I got him, the roses didn't have the red in them. I painted the red into the roses on his back, and I painted his eyes and his tooth. Well, teeth, he has 2. This little dragon is named Bronzite. So, isn't he cute? Go back over here so you're out of the way. Now, the ladies have asked me to make one of these hearts tomorrow, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Is at least make a heart, if not anything else. Now, because I've got loops on either side, you can dangle stuff on either side of this, or even this jump ring goes to whatever you want to hook it on, but I'm pretty sure my hole is big enough that I could get a second one in, a jump ring in, to dangle something inside here too. So be a pretty little thing. Actually, what did I do with it? There it is. This is my Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend kit. And there's a come on out of there. In this pack of beads here, there is come on, there it is, just fell out. A pretty little crystal heart that we could dangle in the middle of this baby, maybe with another crystal above it. So it hangs down closer to the middle. But Heather and somebody else, I think it might have been Beth, asked me if we could make the heart tomorrow on the live tomorrow. So I think we will probably do that. So then we could do this like this. Have probably I would want some bigger stones probably going up. And then we could make a few little dangles coming down from either loop here. Oh, I forgot there was this big guy in here. Wonder if he would be better right here. Come on. I don't know, he's really pretty, but I think he sort of overpowers the heart, doesn't he? So we'll go back to little ones. We'll get some kind of spacer between the two. We could put these in the bottom of the little dangles, or even up above here. Come on, the last pearl out of here. So make a fun little sun catcher out of this. So everybody's gone quiet on me. Nothing to say, nothing going on? Well, these components are silver. I was thinking of putting some of these on, but they're silver, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. No, it wouldn't be the first time I've gone multi-metal, will it? If I do that. But so we could make this into a really simple little sun catcher like that. Maybe if we wanted, we could add even a pearl or two in here. One up here. Looks like my chat for this turned for my tablet turned off, so it's not as quiet as I thought. So we want to get some spacer pieces to probably put between these and make a cute little, this would be a little sun catcher, not a long one, though we also could do a big jump ring right here and make another one going down the middle here. But since we only have two of these, they have to be on that side. So That'd be pretty. How do I like my new setup? I'm actually liking it quite a bit, Marika. It's a little different, especially with my camera setup, because it's on an entirely different kind of setup than the original one was. But it's turning out all right. I'm liking it. I'm not sure we need this. In fact, I know I won't. No, when I get spacers in, that'll bring it down too far, so we don't want to do that. So there we have a simple little sun catcher using the this is a small one, unless I put some chain or something up across the top, which I could do, because I could make it. No, it's a little big. I was going to say I could make it into a vehicle sun catcher, which I just have some soft legs hang down to so you can put it around your mirror in your vehicle. But I don't know that this might be a little bit big for putting in the car, is the only thing I would think about there. So, but yeah, I'm liking my new tripod. Like I said, it's a little darker because my other setup, that there was actually a light in the tripod. And so I originally got that tripod for use with when I was making. Come on, Rose, think. Oh, when I'm on the road. I'd originally got it for when I was on the road, so that I'd have a tripod on the road if I wanted to record anything there. So it folds up into a little compact. Well, actually, I put it over here. I'll show you what I mean. Now it's weighted so that it has weight to it. See, this is the old one, and this is, come on, oh, it has to slide out first. See, it has two lights in the, well, you can't see it. It has two lights in the top and bottom. So that was why there was more light. I think maybe the next thing I'm going to buy for my setup is some of their lights that you can purchase, and to add a little bit more light to my setup here. So but I think that would be cute like that. So, but I need to get it some spacers and stuff, and I'm not going to go over today very much, if any, because I know that Heather's supposed to be on in what time is it? I think, well, it might be a couple hours yet, at least an hour before she's going to show up, but I'm not positive that, and I don't want to go over so that we miss seeing Heather. So do her live from Borgains, because I know she was going to take orders if people wanted anything. So we may make the heart tomorrow and then do the sun catcher as well, or I'll do the sun catcher and record it. I haven't decided how I want to do the top, whether I want to do some chain or if I want to just let the soft flex go up to make a holder kind of thing, or even just not do that at all and just put a loop up here at the top and have a hanger so you can just hang it as a small little guy here. I think it's going to be pretty like that when it gets finished, though, when I do it up. So she's going to be on in an hour. That's cool. Now, I had some folks say last night that they wanted one of my mugs, and so I did do a little research today to see how much they cost me to make them, and it's about $17. And then with shipping to wherever it's going, it's probably going to be another $6. So I think we're looking at like $23, $24 if anybody wants one. I figured I'd order a few, and then if anybody wanted one, they could let me know and I'll get them out. So that's my thinking at the present moment, what we're going to do there as far as that's concerned. If anybody's interested. If you don't really care, then hey, let me know. And if you do care, let me know there too. Obviously, I'll need to know if you want one because I'll have to order them. But I know a few people did say they did want one. So if you do, it is an option that I will buy some if people want some. You bought plenty today from Randy? I haven't even gone over to Randy's website yet to look at stuff. I do need to do that. I am thinking there's a few things I want, if they still have any left. The last time when I went in, like I said, the teal butterflies, they only had one. You would like one, Georgina? Well, you never can tell. You might win one. Because you are a member, so when I do the members live, it might be you that wins it. So unfortunately for you, Georgina, since you live in Canada, it would cost more. I'm not sure. I've never shipped anything to Canada, so I don't know what the price difference would be for shipping it up there. Unfortunately, it's a big problem, but make a collection to match my mug. Well, probably could, but we have just gone over the hour. Heather's going to be on apparently in an hour from Bernie's. $5. Oh, it costs you $41 to ship a pair of earrings to Canada? Whoa, yeah. That's ridiculous. So, yeah. Well, we definitely would have to do a little research on how much it would cost to mail it, because unfortunately, the way things are anymore, it probably would cost a bit more than here in the States. So, that is one thing I would have to consider, obviously, when shipping to Canada. Like I said, I've never shipped in Canada before, so it would be, like I say, something I'd have to look into and see how much it would end up costing. So, because I certainly don't want to take a guess and overcharge you, but at the same time, I don't want to lose money myself on it. So, but if you win, of course, you don't have to worry about that because I'll ship it to you anyway because you'd be the winner. So that's the way it goes, right? So well, if I'm not shipping through Etsy, Gloria, I ship by pirate ship. They usually have a discount and it's generally pretty good. So I could always bundle one of these up and figure it out for Canada, Saskatchewan. But unfortunately, you've never used pirate ship, Gloria? Like I say, when I'm not shipping something that's from my Etsy shop, I do use pirate ship, and it's pretty reasonably priced. I I like shipping with them; they're pretty good. So um, that's what I generally do. So, let's turn up because we're just chatting right now, and because I'm not going to put this together now. So let's turn up so we can just chat face to face here. Gotta make sure I get it tight or it slips. There we go. So yeah. Delivery to the door. You just go visit her and take it. That's a good idea. That costs more than shipping, but it would be worth it. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes that's the truth. Sometimes when I ship someplace and I look at how long it takes, because I've had things just go to Washington and take 4 or 5 days. Or Angel lives down near Boise, Idaho, and I can drive down there in like 8 or 9 hours. It sometimes takes 10, depending on how tinker around you do. Um, and and when I sent her that bracelet the other day after she bought the bracelet, it took, I think, 3 days. So I was like, really? Took that long to get there? Shouldn't have taken that long. Think of the fun. That's so true. It would be fun, wouldn't it? So we're not too long over the hour, just 10 minutes. But we are going to go here pretty soon. So we all can, I'm going to go get a drink of water, and you have an extra room in a pontoon boat. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when we used to just go across the border with our driver's license and for ID and stuff, and no problem whatsoever. And sometimes you didn't even need that. You just went over and came back. But yeah, nowadays you need a passport. Yes, I am going to be on tomorrow, Marika. In fact, we're going to make the heart. Some of the ladies asked me if we could make this wire heart that I've put in the middle of our sun catcher here. So yes, we're gonna make that tomorrow. And then if we have time after we make that, maybe we'll put the sun catcher together. Or I may just put the sun catcher together for Wednesday's recorded video. We'll see what we decide to do. But Beth is sending a hug. Cyber hugs. Yeah, everything. I like cyber hugs. I send them to Randy all the time when she needs one. Hey, Beth, I didn't see you pop on there. So, yeah, we're gonna make the heart tomorrow. Ta-da. Beth, did you say you had an appointment today or tomorrow? Um, I was thinking you said today, dentist or something, right? But yeah, we're gonna make the heart tomorrow. I'll show you how to do that. It's not really all that hard. Actually, the hardest part is just doing our little wire wrap around the bottom here. So, and getting your measurements right. It's been a while since I made one. I made this one last year. So, oh, I'm sorry, Beth. Um, I understand exactly what you mean saying you feel sorry for your kids that way. Um, I I'm sorry. I don't think my daughter would really care too much. Beth's ex-husband passed away, and she said her kids are a little upset. So, so, yeah. My daughter just asked what, because I said I don't think my daughter would care very much. She calls her father the sperm donor because he's never been in her life too much. Not since we got divorced, and even when we were together, he wasn't that great. So, but that's the way that goes some days. Um, you just got back from the dentist? Yeah. So, were you just going for a checkup, or was there something that you needed to have done, Beth? But yeah, you know, it's never fun losing somebody, I guess. Um, I haven't seen my ex for probably 30 some years, and I don't really care. So, like I said, he was always a crappy father. So, oh dear. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Beth. Sounds like you need those hugs. So, we'll all send hugs to you. So, consider yourself well hugged. Anyway, ladies, we're going to go so that anybody who needs to get some coffee, some tea, some water, whatever, before Heather comes on in, what, about 45 minutes now? Is that when she's supposed to be on? I think so. Well, that's good, Gloria, that you managed to stay friends with your exes. That wasn't good for me. I my ex was abusive, so we didn't, to both me and my daughter. So no, no, we're not good friends still. So I know when I left him, he told me he was going to kill himself, and I said, "Well, that's not my problem." So that's how good we get along. So, but yeah, I'm sorry, Beth. Um, and it's good, Gloria, that you've managed to stay friends with your exes. So, um, it's what your kids called their father too, except for your son reconciled. Well, that's good. Um, though, like Beth, after I told him that it wasn't my problem, go ahead if that's what he felt he needed to do. Um, and I got off the phone, then I just sat down and started crying. My mom said, "You're right. It's not your problem. He was always abusive to you. He locked you up like a barely let you do anything on your own. Um, you're out of your prison. Don't let yourself go back into it. So that's the. Oh, I had to get implants, and today they finished putting them in. I hope your mouth doesn't hurt too much. I have a hole right here, way over here. They took a tooth out that had a root split, so they couldn't save it, so they had to take it out, which ticked me off because it had had two root canals on it, just not one, but two. And I'm like, that was a $2,000 tooth. No, so I wasn't real happy when they had to pull it out. But my dentist has been wanting to do an implant for it, and I'm like, God, those are expensive. No, I think we'll just live with the hole. But that's good, Gloria. Understood. So, I am going to go. Well, Gloria, you did it for your kids to keep their relationships good, and that's good. But my daughter and her father did not have a good relationship. He was abusive to her as well as to me. So, oh dear. Yeah. It's funny, I had one molar pulled over here because it broke right at the base, and so they pulled the rest of it out. And they didn't do anything with it, so my tooth that was behind it slid forward and filled in the spot. So I have never had any problem with that side. But this side, they filled in the bone. When he pulled the tooth, he put some bone filler in there so I wouldn't lose the bone and have that tooth slide forward. And I wish to heck that he hadn't. I would have just been more happy if it just slipped out of place. So, um, so I know they need to break the bridge in your mouth. Ugh. No, I can see why you wouldn't want to have that done. So I'm gonna get off because, like I said, Heather should be on in about. Oh, you didn't bring us down, Beth. That's all right. We understand life happens. I mean, it's like Randy when she had to disappear because her grandma was in the hospital, and um, these things happen. So that's all right. We understand. Life goes on, and you have to accept that fact. It's not going anywhere. Well, God hopes it's not going anywhere anyway. um, so it's just the way it is. And we want to be helpful to each other. That's part of being part of the group is to you know try and get everybody over those little humps that life always seems to throw at you. And that's exactly right, Tammy. That's part of why we're here, to help each other along the way. Um, and sometimes you don't even want to talk about what those things are. Like Randy didn't want to talk about the baby for a long time. And I don't think she still really wants to talk about him too much. I still am not sure what happened that she lost him. She's never said. And that's part of that. That's just the way it goes. Um, so Hi, Heather. I actually wasn't expecting to see you because I figured you were on the way over to Bernie's. I don't know how far Bernie's is from your house, but I've been in Phoenix a few times, and it's a long drive across that town if you have to go very far. So, right, exactly. That's very true, Heather, because Amy just divorced not that long ago. So, life hurts. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it just throws you a curve, and you need all your friends to help you get through it. So, that's why we're here. Part of why we're here anyway. To help each other get through. Um, so we understand, and it's not a problem, Beth. Um, so yeah, Heather, you're supposed to be live in what, about 45 minutes? Oh, not even that now, about 40 minutes? Yeah. You know, I've been divorced from my first husband for we got married when I was still 18, and we got divorced. We were married for like 5 years, and I haven't, other than having to deliver my daughter to him for his visitation, I really haven't seen him since. Except he never came for a visitation. It's one of the things about what a crappy father he was. He would supposed to be going, and then he'd say, "Oh, nope, I can't come for whatever reason." So, you know, used to make me mad because she'd get upset, even though he was a really crappy dad. So I don't know why it would upset her, but I guess it's just a thing that kids, when they're little like that, because she was 4 when we got divorced. Um, I just expect their dad to be there, even if he's a crappy dad, and it would be much better if he wasn't there. um, and I definitely plan on joining Heather. So I'm going to get off here so Heather can finish getting ready, and we'll see her in less than a half hour now. Well, a little over a half hour. So, yeah, barely over a half hour. So about 36 minutes. um, and I've never been to Bernie's, even though I've gone to Phoenix quite a few times because my family, well, all except for my oldest sister who lives in Mexico, all my other sisters live, and my mom live at Sun City West. So, well, one lives in Whitman, but close enough. Um, I've never been to Bernie's. We were going to go once when I was down there, but then I got heat sickness from the transition from the 50-degree weather up here to the 90-degree weather down there. And so all of our plans got sort of flip-flopped around, and I was staying with my sister. So, um, that's the way it goes. So we will see you all in about a half hour, a little bit over a half hour on Heather's channel. It will be on your channel, won't it, Heather? Or are you going to do it on both TT's and Campbell's Creations? For those of you who don't know, I believe Heather's YouTube channel is TT's Treasures and Trinkets, or is it Trinkets and Treasures? Either way, if it's going to be on both Heather's and Campbell Creations, you can just get it through Campbell's Creations. That's great. Though, of course, if you get it on, is it TT's Trinkets and Treasures or Treasures and Trinkets, Heather? Trinkets and Treasures. Okay. We want to get her up to 1,000 members if she isn't now, because then she can be monetized, which is always nice. I mean, they set a low ball. You have to make at least $100 to get the money every month, but and until recently, I didn't hit that $100 a month. That was usually like $20-30 a month. It would take me 2 or 3 months usually to get my $100, but lately I've been hitting it every month, so that's good. It helped me get all my goodies here, as well as the donations from Beth and Mary helped me get my tripod set up. Now, I can't remember if it was Heather or if it was Randy that asked for a picture of it. So I will probably take a picture of it after we get off here and list it and show it on my group page. But I have a necklace on, such a rarity, but this is this beautiful stone. Look at this crystal. It's, well, actually, it's a piece of quartz. I got that from Brandy, oh, some time ago. So, and then it's just on Jesse James Bead's Chain Reaction. I put it on. So, so I'm going to try and go in through TT's trinkets and treasures so that we can get her going a little bit more. And like I say, we need to get her up to 1,000 members not members, but subscribers. Thank you, Marika. I think it's really pretty too. It's very simple, but this big, huge chunk of quartz is just gorgeous in my opinion. So we had to do something special with it. So we definitely want to get Heather up there. So, and not just Amy's channel, but Heather's channel, so that they have the both. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow morning. We're gonna work on the wire heart. And if we have time after we finish the wire heart, we might put this sun catcher together. And then it'll be a recorded video for Wednesday. So if we don't make the sun catcher tomorrow when we make the heart, I will do a recorded video making the sun catcher for Wednesday. Thursday, in the morning, it will be another recorded video. And then we'll have members live in the afternoon where we're going to hopefully finish up the hot air balloon. Also, we'll do the drawing for the mug since we got our 25 members. And Friday is live again. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Or for those of us who goes over to Heather's channel and sees her at Bernie's, we'll see you in a half hour. And it's only 32 minutes now. So we will see you in about a half hour. And for all those that are going over there, and if not, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.